The 12 zodiac signs and their compatibilities with one another. Which zodiac signs are compatible with one another? Let's talk about it. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader. I'm also an astrologist, a musician, and an artist. I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you or a personal, private, confidential birth chart reading. You can find out that information on how to purchase your reading. By the way, you can purchase your reading directly from my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? All the information will be listed on my website. If you have any more questions, you can check out the personal ethics section, the FAQ section. You can also check out the personal reading testimonial section and the blog section on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? I really appreciate you guys for your support. I would also love it if you would follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend official. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you get those wonderful notifications whenever I upload a new video. And yeah, I appreciate your support, okay? Can't wait to hear from you for your own personal reading, by the way, okay? Alright, with that being said, the 12 zodiac signs and their compatibilities with one another. Ooh, that was a tongue twister. You guys know I have to, I always have a Starbucks coffee somewhere near me whenever I film these videos. So excuse me for taking a moment right there, okay? But with that being said, let's just, I'm going to group this video by elements just to make it easier for me. Um, and to give it some type of structure because I'm a Capricorn with a Virgo rising and I need a little bit of structure. Well, not a little bit. I need some structure. Capricorns and Virgos need structure. But I'm also, my Mercury and Mars are in Sag and my moon is in Libra. So I like a little bit of fluidity and freedom with my structure. All right, so with that being said, let's start with the fire signs, okay? Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Sag. Which signs are Sagittarius compatible with? Well, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of morality, higher learning, higher education. It's also the planet of communication, religion, and things of that nature. So Sagittarius tends to like a very intelligent type of person, but also, like I was saying, my Mercury and Mars are in Sag. So Sag definitely likes, their freedom. They like to not be tied down too much. So Sag goes well with people who kind of give them some sense of freedom. Maybe a little bit of detachment even, but are still able to like it's like when you come back together, it's like, time never like passed. It's like, you hit it off immediately when you last talked, right? Sag tends to go well with other fire signs, clearly. So other Sagittarius is Leo or Aries. I also find that Sag goes quite well with certain air signs, particularly Gemini and potentially Aquarius. Um, Libras can maybe be a little bit too mellow and like, definitely detached, but like Sagittarius like someone who's like a little bit like adventurous as well. When it comes to earth signs, Sagittarius tend to go quite well with Virgos, I believe. Capricorn and Sag can work quite well. When it comes to water signs, this is an interesting combination, but I think Sagittarius and Cancers could maybe be well. Sagittarius and Pisces. Actually, no. Sag and Pisces definitely. Sag and Cancer maybe. Sag and Scorpio maybe. Alright? Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war, destruction, and animalistic instincts, sexual desire. So, Aries and Scorpio definitely, because Aries and Scorpio are both ruled by Mars. Aries and Cancer and Pisces, maybe not so much, right? Aries does tend to go well with other fire signs. Aries, Sag, Leo, right? When it comes to earth signs, Aries and earth signs, Aries and Cap could be an interesting match, but could also be quite problematic. Could be a lot of power struggles. Um, Aries can be a little bit impulsive compared to Capricorn, who's not so impulsive at all, who's more cautious. You know, all of the earth signs tend to be very cautious and methodical and slow moving, slow thinking sometimes. Aries is like, let's get this done now, you know, so that can be a problem. Aries and other air signs, um, interestingly enough, Aries and Libra could actually be a good combination. Partially being because Aries and Libra are both polar opposite signs, and sometimes polar opposites attract, right? Opposites sometimes make good pairings. Obviously, you know, with opposites, there does come, you know, certain um, obstacles that need to be, you know, worked through sometimes. But the Libra and Aries can actually be a pretty good pairing. Sorry, allergies. I cannot stand summer, and I cannot wait for fall and the nice leaves and the breeze and pumpkin spice lattes, and I'm so excited, you guys, for that. I cannot stand these allergy moments. I hate it. Anyways, so Aries and Libra definitely. Aries and Gemini, hmm, could see some power struggles there a little bit. Mostly in terms of intelligence, mostly in terms of debating. You know, Aries does like to debate sometimes. Um, Aries and Aquarius could be a good pairing. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, which I think Saturn and Mars, you know, it's like you kind of meet your match there a little bit, right? But Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus, so I think Aquarius might be a little bit too quirky. Like Aries is a pretty fast moving sign, but I feel like in some aspects Aquarius, like Aries may not even be able to like keep up with Aquarius. Like, you know, Aquarius is like ruled by Uranus, which is all about like forward moving, like progression, like, you know, so I don't know. But I think Aries and Libra could be a really, really, really good match, right? Leo and Cancers could be a really good match because here we have the sun and the moon. Um, Two totally different situations that kind of serve the same purpose, though, in a weird way. So that could be a really good pairing. Leo and Pisces. Pisces could be a little bit too much of a dreamer, too dreamy for Leo, who's more of a, I don't know why the word pragmatic comes to mind, but very like self-assured and like, let's get this done in the, the physical. Like, what can we do in the physical to get this done? Like, like, let's stop being dreamy. Like, let's just do. Like, so that can be kind of a struggle. Leo and Scorpio could be a good pairing. Um, Pride needs to be set aside for sure. And a foundation for trust and honesty is very important as well in that type of relationship with the Leo and Aries. I mean, a Leo and a Scorpio. However, Leo and Aries, on that note, Leo does, obviously tend to go well with other fire signs, although Leo and Aries can be kind of a power struggle. Leo, Sag, and Aries, clearly. Leo and other earth signs, I find can actually go quite well. Leos, while they are ruled by the sun, and the sun deals with the ego and, the higher self and, all those types of things, self confidence, there's a certain chillness to Leos that earth signs tend to appreciate. And Leos tend to appreciate the chillness, the like relaxedness of an earth sign, I find, right? And the self assuredness of an earth sign at the same time. So really, Leos and other earth signs, tend to go quite well together. Leo, Virgos, and Taurus and Capricorn. Although I do find that Leos and Capricorns and Virgos go better together than Leos and Tauruses. Okay. Um, for no particular reason, although I do think that, they could still be a good pairing, right? Leo and other air signs. Air signs. Leo and I think Libra could be a very good pairing. Libras can, while they are very wavering, can be loyal at the same time. And Leos love loyalty. Loyalty is very important to Leo. So, Leo and Aquarius could be an interesting kind of quirky pairing. Leo and Gemini, um, could actually be a good pairing. Um, they could both teach one another a lot of different things. So, you know, very interesting. Uh, Water signs. Scorpio and Aries. We've already talked about could be a good pairing. They're ruled by Mars. You know, these two, a little bit of aggression here. You know that pent up aggression. You know, make sure you don't kind of push that out on each other, but like learning to work through that together like is a really important thing. And like Scorpio can teach Aries to be more open and honest, and emotion, kind of learn to be a little bit more emotional and less combative. And Aries can teach Scorpio to be, more action oriented in terms of their intuition and their instincts, right? Because Scorpios have very good intuition, but sometimes they just kind of sit on that intuition and they don't really act on it. You know, they have really good instincts, and fire signs tend to have great instincts. So Scorpio and Leo, good pairing. Loyalty is a very important factor key here. These two could be a really good pairing. Um, Scorpio does like a little bit of freedom, a little bit of solitude. Leo kind of may want to be all up on their partner a lot. That could be an issue for Scorpio, but otherwise, great pairing. Scorpio and Sag could be a bit of an issue. Sag can be a little bit too sarcastic and too sarcastic and um, not not predictable. Not I don't like predictable. Not grounded enough for Scorpio, I guess to say. Of course, Scorpio and other water signs go quite well together. Other Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces. Um, Scorpio and other earth signs go quite well together, although I find Scorpios and Capricorns and Tauruses go well together, although Scorpio and Taurus are polar opposite signs. So, that being said, we've already talked about that. Polar opposite signs can actually be really good because opposites attract, but with opposites attracting, there's obviously some, issues that will need to be worked out at some point, right? So, conflict resolution skills is a very important trait to have, you guys, all right? But yes, Scorpio and Cap are a great pairing. Scorpio can teach Cap to be a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit less, serious all the time, you know, and in turn, Scorpio, Capricorn can teach Scorpio to be a little bit more serious when necessary, right? Scorpio and air signs. Interesting pair. Scorpio and Libra can be a good pairing. Scorpio and Gemini can be an interesting pairing. Scorpio and Aquarius could be an issue. Um, but still not like impossible, right? Cancer, and as we've already talked about, Leo, a great pairing. Cancer and Aries. Here we have Mars and the Moon. Like two totally different planets, like the Moon is all about mother energy, nurturing, family, the home. Here we have Mars, all about war, destruction, violence, but, I'm not judging, whatever works, right? Cancer and Sag could be an interesting pairing. Once again, Sag could be a little bit not grounded enough for Cancer. Cancer's all about the home and family and things like that. Cancer and other air signs. Cancer and Gemini could actually be a really good pairing, I do have to say. Cancer and Libra can be a good pairing. Cancer and Aquarius can be an interesting pairing, all right, as well. Cancer and other earth signs. Earth signs can be a little bit detached, too detached for Cancers, I find sometimes. But Cancers and Caps can be a great pairing, but that's because they're polar opposite signs, right? Cancer and Virgos can be an interesting pairing, mm, but once again, Virgos can be sometimes be a little bit too detached for Cancer, and I think Cancer and Taurus could actually be a good pairing because Tauruses are very devoted and attached to their partners, for the most part. That's because Tauruses are ruled by Venus, though. Pisces tends to, be very. It's one of those signs that is able to connect emotionally with almost anyone. So Pisces is able to really get along with any type of sign. That can be a good thing or a bad thing, though, right? Like, we have to remember here that Pisces is ruled by Sag. I mean, Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, which Jupiter both rules Sag and Pisces, right? So, Jupiter is the planet of morality, higher learning, higher education, religion, and things of that nature, right? Seeking truth, your personal truth. But Pisces is also ruled by Neptune, the planet of spirituality and mysticism, illusion, fear, music, art, and things of that nature. So Pisces are very gentle creatures, very gentle, intuitive, psychic creatures, that need someone who is, just as nurturing, gentle, tough and stern, strong, but gentle at the same time. So I find that Pisces, while they can get along with anyone, tends to get along, of course, better with other, stable um, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do find that Pisces is able to get along quite well with other earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right. Now, of course, Virgo is Pisces' polar opposite sign. All right. Pisces and other uh, fire signs. I think Pisces and Leo and Sag could be an interesting pairing once again because Sag and Pisces both share the same ruling planet. However, Pisces and Aries could be possibly a bit of a problem because once again here we have Mars with both Neptune and Jupiter. Two totally different situations, right? I think Mars energy goes better with a fellow Mars sign or Saturn, because Saturn is a very tough planet as well. Um, or I'll even put Mars with um, Mars and Neptune could maybe be an interesting pairing, but Mars and Pluto, that's why I say Scorpio like would be because Scorpios ruled by both Mars and Pluto, right? So yeah, we have to think of the planets, the ruling planets. Even Mars and Mercury can be like an issue because Mercury's like a no, let's talk it out. I just want to talk. Mars can be like no, I want to do like, oh, like that's Mars, So, um, but it depends. No one's perfect, right? All right, we're at Pisces. Okay, let's move on to the Earth signs. Capricorn. Capricorn is one of those signs as well that's ruled by Saturn. Saturn both rules Cap and Aquarius. Capricorn is one of those signs that's able to get along just socially with kind of all the signs. But Caps tend to fare better with Earth and water signs. I find, and like I said, I am a Capricorn. Although I will say that Caps tend to go quite well with sometimes with Libras, sometimes with Aquariuses. Um, Once again, sometimes with Aries, and I think Leo and Cap can make a really good pairing, actually. Um, Sag and Cap, once again, Sag, can be, Cap is a very grounded sign, very stable, committed sign, So Cap needs someone just as committed, just as stable, So I'm not saying that, Sagittarius aren't committed or aren't stable, right? I'm just saying, in general. Um, er, uh, Virgo. I find that Virgos obviously go well with other earth signs. Virgos go well with, uh, interestingly enough, I find that Virgos go well with Sagittarius. We have to remember, though, that Virgos are ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication, intellect, the mind, and things of that nature. Okay, so Virgo likes someone who's intelligent, who's expressive, communicative. That's why I say Sagittarius are go really well with the Virgos, because Sagittarius are ruled by Jupiter. You know, once again, Virgos go really well sometimes with Pisces. Interestingly enough, though, Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, right? And Pisces is Virgo's opposite sign. Virgos and Cancer can be a really good pairing. Virgos and Scorpio could be an issue. Scorpios can be very secretive, and once again, Scorpios like their privacy, even in relationships. They like, their alone time, and Virgos can be very suspicious sometimes, and confrontational in that aspect, right? Who are you talking to? Those types of things. Not all Virgos, all right? Um, Virgos and Leos can be a good pairing. Although I believe they could irk one another in certain aspects. So it's, getting over those issues, learning one another's traits. Virgo and Aries could be an issue. Once again, we have Mars with Mercury here. Not impossible, though. Virgo and Libra. Not impossible. I can see it. Virgo and Gemini could be a good pairing. Both ruled by Mercury, right? Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Virgo and Aquarius. Not impossible, right? Taurus. Taurus and Libra can be a good pairing because they're both ruled by Venus, right? Taurus and other earth signs, of course. Other Tauruses, Capricorns, and Virgos. Taurus and Leo can be a good pairing. Taurus and Aries, while they often, for some reason, find themselves, being attracted to one another, can be an issue, power struggles, possessiveness, things of that nature. That was really weird. Taurus and Gemini, not impossible, but maybe not the best pairing. Taurus and Aquarius, probably a little bit of a better pairing. I think it's because Aquarius has that Saturn energy, despite their eccentricity. I hope I said that right. Taurus and Scorpio can be a good pairing, but of course they're opposites, so. Taurus and Cancer can be a good pairing. Cancers are very devoted, family-oriented, as are Tauruses. Tauruses and Pisces. Kind of like Tauruses and Geminis. Not impossible, but, Let's move to air signs, and I think that completes this video, right? We've done earth, fire, and water. Air. Libra. Libras are ruled by Venus, so of course Taurus, both ruled by Venus. Libras and other air signs can be good. Aquarius, Libras, and Geminis. Although, interestingly enough, I find that in relationships, Libras and Geminis, or Libra and Libra, fare better together than a Libra and Aquarius. Libra and fire signs, of course, I said Libra and Aries can be possibly a good pairing. Libra and Leos can be a really good pairing. Libra and Sagittarius, You know, both are kind of unpredictable and flighty in different ways, so could work. Long term, though, there needs to be some commitment. All right, some like serious commitment, like, you know, going on here. Libra and other Earth signs, Libra and Virgos. Hmm, Not impossible. Libra and Capricorns can be a really good pairing. Libra and Tauruses, obviously, you know, good pairing. Libra and fire signs. Libra and did I already do the fire signs? Libra and Leo, good. Libra and Sag, not so good. Libra and Aries, yeah. Libra and water signs. Libra and Scorpio. Here we have Venus and Mars and Pluto. Very emotional relationship, not impossible. Libra and Cancer might be better. Libra and Pisces. I would say Libra and Scorpio could be a better, easier relationship than a Libra and Pisces. Not impossible though. Once again, kind of like a Libra and the Sag with a Libra and Pisces, you know. But then we have to add that Neptune energy to it, right? Um, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini and other Geminis. Gemini and Aquarius. Gemini and Libra, obviously. Gemini and Sagittarius can be a good pairing. You know that Gemini's love someone who's intelligent and communicative and, you know, expressive. Gemini could be attracted to Aries's dominance. You know, could actually be a good pairing. Interestingly enough, Gemini and Leo. Not impossible, right? Could be. I could see it. You know, Gemini and Scorpio. Again, Scorpios tend to be more committed, I believe, to someone who's a little bit more grounded. So, you know, if there's some grounded energy with the Gemini, then absolutely, right? Gemini and Cancer could be a really good pairing. Gemini and Earth signs. Gemini and Taurus could be a good pairing. Gemini and Cap could be a good pairing. Could be a little bit of issues. Cap could be a little bit too serious for a Gemini, and maybe a little bit too moody. And then Gemini and Virgo could be a good pairing, of course, because they're both ruled by Mercury, right? And let's move to Aquarius. Aquarius and other air signs could be a good pairing. Aquarius and Libra, Aquarius and Cap can be a good pairing because they're both ruled by Saturn. Aquarius likes someone who gives them freedom, you know, to, you know, be themselves, who isn't so, you know, attached. So Aquarius and Sag can be a good pairing. Aquarius and Aries can maybe be a good pairing. Aquarius and Leo could be a good pairing. Aquarius and Virgo could be an interesting pairing. Aquarius and Taurus, not impossible, but maybe not the best. Well, Venus coupled with Saturn and Uranus, yeah, that could be an issue, right? Not impossible though, right? Aquarius and Scorpio could be a really good relationship, actually. Aquarius and Cancer. Once again, Aquarius need someone who's, you know, a little bit detached from their partner, right? Cancers can be very attached. Aquarius and Pisces could be a good pairing. So yeah, you know, Aquarius and basically Sag, Aries, Leo, Virgo, Cap, Pisces, Scorp could be really good pairings, right? I think that concludes this video, the 12 zodiac signs and their compatibilities. I hope I touched on all the compatibilities. I'm sure there are more, and I could go way more in depth. But there, I did 12 signs in this video, and there was no structure really. I kind of just went off the top of my head. I basically went off the top of my head. I mean, there's no paper in front of me. There's no written thing in front of me at all. Like, it's all in my mind. So, forgive me if I missed some things. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some clarity and insight. Once again, please check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for your own personal private tarot reading or your own personal private birth chart reading, okay? Also, just check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for the blog section. And if you just want to learn more about me, okay, I appreciate you. I'm always updating it, okay, and adding new things to it, all right? Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for listening and watching. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Follow me on my social medias. The links will be down below. I appreciate you guys so much and your support. Until the next video, love and light. Bye.